रोडने शिकावे टाकली उचलते त्याने कुछ एक कुछ दरवाजा बंद कर
Ankita. Okay.
Yes, you can start.
मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही क्या? Yeah, now it's good. बोलो ना कोई.
Yes, you are audible.
स्टार्ट कर दे.
Yes.
Hey, hello everyone. What's up? So just first of all, just let us know there on the chats that from our side, is it all right or not? Yeah, hope is it all right? Yeah, so sorry for yesterday's inconvenience that we all have faced. Yeah, it is from our side there is something glitch in audio. So sorry for that. And yeah, it's amazing to see you all here. Yeah, and today is a crowdsource event by Coders Evoke, and our speaker is Ankita Sahu. She is a Google Crowdsource influencer, and she is going to cover some major topics about crowdsource. Yeah, personally, I am also very excited for this event. So, if you haven't joined our community Coders Evoke, then please join. Yeah, there is a lot of things, amazing things. We provide a lots of opportunities. We share opportunities. Great. Okay. So, little introduction about me. I am Ankita, a sophomore from SSCC. I live in Glasgow, Chhattisgarh. Growing communities. I am founder of Coders Evoke. Yeah, and Sanika is here, she is co-founder there. And yeah, you can join as well. We will love to see you there. Yeah, Ankita, it's up to you now. Cool.
Hola, folks. I hope you all had a great weekend. And we are almost, this is the end that we are coming up for Sunday evening. And it's great that you all actually spared a lot of time and effort again joining us back today. Really sorry about yesterday's technical glitch and issues. So I think within a minute, I'll be sharing my screen, hoping that each of you could take a look and let me know if my screen is visible. And if it's not visible, do let me know about that as well.
Yes, Sanika just been there.
Great. So, a bit of intro about me. This is Ankita Sahu, and I just turned into a sophomore about some weeks back, and I'm pursuing my bachelor's in computer science from SOA University. Talking about crowdsource and crowdsourcing, probably I'll let you know about my journey as a crowdsource influencer throughout this entire tenure of 1 hour. And let's get started. Well, a lot of folks do not know what exactly crowdsource is or what exactly Google Crowdsource does. So, before moving ahead, let's actually take a quick glimpse of Google's mission. And probably these two lines on your screen would be evident enough to let you know why and what we are aiming at, and what this community exactly demands or gives the society. To give you a better idea, probably we should start with this video.
मेरा नाम उर्मिला है, ईपी की रहने वाली हूँ। मेरे 3 बच्चे हैंगे, स्कूल में जाते हैं और बच्चों को होमवर्क नहीं करा सकते हैं, होशियार हो गए। थोड़ा सा नहीं पढ़ लिख जाते, कोई भी पढ़ा लिखा को काम हो वो नहीं कर सकते हैं। बार बार कहने पड़ती है उन लोगों के कि मतलब थोड़ा सा बता दीजिए। मुझे पहली बार जैसे बच्चों को मतलब बार बार कविता नहीं आ रही थी, मतलब फोटो लाई।
1 कप सोयाबीन बलियों में 4 कप पानी डालकर उबालें।
तो इसने पढ़ के सुनाया है और जैसे मतलब रिपोर्ट कार्ड आओ बच्चों को
अंग्रेजी, गणित, विज्ञान।
तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि मतलब वो चीज़ क्या चीज़ है, मतलब क्या चीज़ है। अब खुद के लिए बहुत कुछ काम कर लेंगे।
चालू खाता, बचत खाता।
अब जैसे रेलवे की टिकट कटाना है तो मैं कटा सकती हूँ, किसी के सहारा नहीं लेने पड़ता है। एक तो इसमें बहुत बेहतर है।
I'm not quite sure how many of you use Google Lens or are acquainted with it, but I often do it, especially because I love reading mangas and comic books that are in different genres and different languages as well. So, definitely for an individual like me, uh, using Google Lens is almost a day-to-day affair. And why just Google Lens? There are a lot of features or products that Google offers that help you understand languages. And why just languages? Landmarks, signboards. As you can see out here, for say you're traveling to a particular place across the globe, may it be any place out there on the world map, and you are a traveler, you're unaware of roads, streets, and pathways which you could use or you could go to. This is where our products come into action. This is where we use Google quite a lot. And have you ever thought what made these products or how exactly do these products work at the end? Well, a lot of them use rigorous ML models and a lot of AI, but then today's discussion is not about what is used behind it. It's about if you're from a technical background, definitely you understand to train a particular ML model, we need loads of data, right? Or for say, if are solving a maths problem of a particular type, you at least need to solve 5 to 6 problems of the same category to understand, okay, this is how this particular situation is dealt with. Much the same way, the machines or the models out here need data. And how do they get these data? Well, Google Crowdsource is a platform where application that's available on Play Store, which you all could download and use. Through this application that's made in form of a game, you all could contribute data, and that data would be further used so that these models that are the ML and AI models could be developed better. Now let's say I'm going to do a search out here. Head out to your search engine, type in Google Crowdsource. engines and just write down bride images or images of a bride. And then let me know if y'all have exactly similar looking or somewhat similar looking images out there on your search engines. Because we're going to have people across the globe out here in the audience, do take a minute and let me know on the comments section, and probably that's how we could move ahead. Let's take a minute. I hope you definitely have a somewhat similar looking image out here, but the brides would differ from region to region. I hail from this particular region out here. I believe I could zoom in the screen a bit more, and that's the reason customized images of brides from that particular region appear on my screen. Let's get back to our presentation. Probably some of you might see an image like this, some might see a woman in a white gown, or some might see an image similar to this. Have you ever wondered how this customization takes place? Definitely the model needs to understand that, just identifying a bride isn't enough. From region to region, which bride hails from which region is important. Categorizing stuff is important, and for that, we need loads of data. Here is another picture. For say, why just a pie or a pancake or a tart? Now head out to your search engines and just type out something like, per se, we could search out type it out if you can't read what's written out here. It's HANDIMANGSAI. I'm sorry for the typo. You don't get much stuff, but yeah, there's someone who's showing an image similar to biryani out there. Well, in my area, we call it handi mangsa, or what's known as a dish made of mutton. And there's a particular procedure in which it's built. But astonishingly enough, we don't have quite much of images out here or info out here. Why is that so? That some places or some people have a lot of data available, like first if I search out a pancakes image, but if I search out something, usually at times it doesn't come up. It's because less data is available out there for your search engine to categorize or show you results. And that is the reason why we need Crowdsource. There are around, and the statistics that you're going to see out here, they are not just numbers, they are proven data. So if you have 9 million open image datasets out there across the globe, you could clearly see the image out here, or the screen out here, the number of contributions or the number of images from our region are far low. So how on earth are we expecting that our culture, our tradition, or our food articles or dress items or the accessories that we use would popularize when the world doesn't even know how it looks like or how it feels? That's the reason this problem needs to be solved, and to get these open data sets, we have Google Crowdsource. I believe right now you've got quite a bit of idea exactly why Crowdsource is important, right? Enjoy yourself throughout this, because we are going to go a bit more in details into the Crowdsource features. And once I explain all these following 5 to 10 slides, probably you'll understand each and every feature present in the app and how you could exactly contribute. So as you can see out here, just head out and search out there on your search engine about Allosaurus, or probably you could translate it out, but then the translation or the way Allosaurus is actually called in Hindi is not the correct one that comes out. Have you ever imagined translating something that you want in one language to another language? Like, have you ever faced that difficulty? Because I have faced it a lot of times. The translations often turn out to be different and the meaning changes. This exact problem has to be dealt with, and we have a similar feature called translation validation or translations out there in the Crowdsource app that gets data to reduce or to deal with situations like this. Coming up to emotions, we have a sentiment evaluation data set, or we have a feature out there where you contribute so that a particular data set could be made that would help analyzing situations. Right? Human sentiments are different, and the way we react to situations is different. And understanding that to understand human emotions, that particular feature or contribution to that particular feature could make our experiences far more better. Now comes the question, why on earth should any of you contribute to Crowdsource, right? Well, it's been the 5th anniversary on probably 30th August if I'm not wrong, and during these 5 years, the Crowdsource app has improved, or the team has been working hard to improve this app so that it gives you a gaming experience. Now, it's not typically a place where you're gonna go and have a battle round, but it's like the number of contributions you make, accordingly, you're gonna get different levels, and according to those levels, you're gonna get different benefits. For say, if you reach level 7, if I'm not wrong, you're gonna get newsletters related to Crowdsource. If you're gonna reach level 10, you're gonna get an entry. Probably that is where you get a Facebook page shout out for your contributions, and then it follows when you reach level 15, you get certified for what you have done for this community out here. Apart from that, for individuals who want to explore newer languages, they actually use Crowdsource a lot, because this is how you can help not just translating and giving data, but also improving your conversation skills. Because as far as I remember, we had one such influencer hangout round where one of the influencers shared that his English improved a lot by using the Crowdsource app extensively, because he was translating and he was working a lot with validating those translations. Now, why just translations? If you're an individual who loves photography, Crowdsource has the smart camera as well as the image capture section, which you could use. You could just upload your images out there and let the world, or make it into an open data set which could be used further on. And not just that, we have a lot of influencer-led events out there, and we have different criterias, or we have different events and different features, so that we could let y'all come and contribute to the app, and accordingly we award the winners. And every time it's a special surprise that the team sends, may it be a certification for sure, and then even a lot of folks get goodies out there by attending the events. Now, there is another myth or another reason why a lot of people or individuals join Google Crowdsource, and that is because they feel they'll be getting Google goodies. Definitely you would if you contribute, but it's about making your culture stand out. If you ever feel, or if you ever curse the world that they do not know, or no one is representing your culture, be the one. Go out there, provide data, let your community or let the world know about who you are, where you hail from, and what your region specializes in. These are the particular reasons why exactly you should be contributing to Crowdsource. You could look or take glimpses of how you could contribute in different features by going through the following below paragraphs, or just head out to your Play Store, download the Google Crowdsource app right now and start exploring. Because once you explore any particular app, website, language, or feature or product, it's then that you get to know or master how it's used. So rather than me telling you, okay, this is done for this, that's done that, it's better you'll actually head out and download the app and check out what you could do. Now comes another question. Exactly how much impact was Crowdsource or Google Crowdsource actually able to make? And the results are right in front of you. It's not just Google Crowdsource, there are local guides, other divisions out there that help in different ways, and y'all could try out each of it according to what fancies you more. And now coming to a personal note, exactly why did I start my Crowdsource journey? Well, about 8 months ago, while I was developing a web platform or a website where we were actually collecting loads of data so that we could build an agri-tech product prototype, it was then that we were falling short of images or ground zero images. And once we reached out to individuals hailing from those areas, they were like, okay, isn't there an open data set or isn't there images available on Google? And we were like, no, it's nowhere available on the internet. And you all could try it out right here. Just head out to your search engine like you did before and search out millet restaurant menus or millet dishes in a dark background. Probably we could do it right here because we have a lot of time. And you all could try it out yourselves as well. And once you click out here, scroll down the page, the number of images that you find are gonna be less, right? Compared to if you only search millets. And then let's go into a bit more details. Like you try out playing around with your devices a lot. So try out playing around with your search engines, because you see people who are effectively using Google search engines, even they get interview calls out straight. If you were aware of the recent LinkedIn trending post that came out, an individual who knew how to use, or he mentioned in his CV that he actually knows how to use Google search engine. So I believe you could see a drastic change out here. It's probably those particular keywords could not match the particular definition or the particular need that we wanted. And that's what I faced as well. So that is where I found the need that, no, I need to do something so that my community does not lack in this. And secondly, I had a lot of friends who were really engrossed and involved into photography, and a lot of them a lot more inclined towards literary clubs and stuff. But then their work schedules or educational schedules actually could not allow them or did not allow them to focus on their hobbies. So I thought we should actually do something. And that's when I randomly came across one crowdsource influencer, and he shared his experience, and I was like, I need to do this. And that's when I hopped in, started contributing, and then I got to know that probably I could become an influencer as well. And today, at present, I am a level 15 contributor of around more than 180,000 contributions right now at the Crowdsource app. If you scroll through the leaderboards at the Crowdsource app, you will definitely find my name in a lot of sections out there as well. And it's really fun. Being an influencer was an even more amazing journey, because I could actually host events and let my friends or community folks contribute not just their culture, they could also spend time in what they loved to do. It's like a two-way, hand-in-hand thing. It's not just we benefiting, it's both the parties benefiting with data as well as your passion. So that was my journey. Let's take you a little bit through the community, and then probably we could move ahead with how you could get started with contributions, how you could attend events that we host, and then become influencers as well. The community is quite widespread, and it's all across the globe, and we have lots of individuals who have helped the community, all the contributors. And when I mentioned y'all get a shout out at Google Crowdsource Facebook page, this is what I meant. If you actually head out to the Facebook page and then search out Google Crowdsource, you'll find all these posts, and probably really soon even you'll find your image out there if you start contributing today onwards. That's an amazing journey. And one of the best examples we could give is the community of Bangladesh, who is really involved and inclined towards translations and contributing towards this field. We recently had an event inspired by these folks, that is the hashtag TIYL challenge, where we got around 1.5k contributions in 30 minutes. And fortunately, because I was the organizer out there, I did get a shout out in our Crowdsource newsletter. Even the community. So with this, we actually come to an end with all these presentations, and I'll stop sharing my screen now, and probably we could discuss a bit more about how you all could get started with contributing. So, as I mentioned before, you could use the website definitely. The Crowdsource website is out there, but then you don't have all the contribution features out there. So, I would request you all to actually opt for the Play Store, or if you are iPhone users or iMac users or iPad users, you all could head out to your respective stores, and then y'all could download the Crowdsource app out there as well. It's not an issue. Just download the app and open it. It's pretty simple, it's easy to use. And if you ever face any issues, probably Ayan and Sanaka would be sharing my details out there in the description, or if they haven't, they'll be sharing it soon. Y'all could reach me out any moment, and then I could help you out with if you're ever stuck with the app anywhere out there. Second thing is, if you are confused, like which field should I contribute to, just head on, explore them first, and then you'll definitely get to know probably which contribution you could do. Like, for say, if you're a photographer, you could definitely opt for the smart camera or the image capture section or image validation section. If you're someone who loves literature or wants to improve your English, or if you want, like, we had an influencer who was really inclined to learning Spanish, and what she did was she actually improved her Spanish through the Crowdsource app. She improved a lot, and probably that was what she wanted to. It was because she was regularly contributing to the girl. Actually, I don't know how many of you have used this feature. If you head out to your search engine, you also get an option to write down with your fingertip or the touch of a finger and then search it out. So most of the time, once you write down, it's pretty difficult to understand what you've written. And that's the reason we also have a handwriting recognition section out there. We've got a lot of newer sections recently introduced. Probably if you all have updated, because we got a few complaints in the previous event that a lot of people did not find certain features. Do keep your Crowdsource app updated so that you can use the regular and the newest available features out there and start contributing accordingly. Now, coming to the events, well, we have a vast community, and basically on Twitter or on LinkedIn or on Instagram, our influencers share about all their events or ongoing events. And if you really want to follow the Crowdsource pages, do go and follow any of the Crowdsource pages on any of these social media platforms, or you could also follow any of the influencers, because influencers often post about the events they are hosting, because I often do that. So I'm well aware that even my fellow influencers do it. No matter which area or region you hail from, you could definitely go for it. The last question comes, and I know a lot of you are waiting out there to understand what it actually takes to be a Crowdsource influencer. Well, there is no one such particular part, but I would share my joining journey or experience, or through which a lot of my community folks did join Crowdsource as influencers. You first need to be contributors of level 9 or 10, nothing less than that, because that is when you exactly get to know how every feature is used and the importance of it. So be a contributor of level 9 or 10, and after that you could shoot out a mail showing your interest about being a Crowdsource influencer to the Crowdsource team. And definitely once the next cohort, or they find quite a few good number of individuals who are actually potential candidates, they could call you for a meet, and after the meet you'll be having rounds of discussions. It's not a sort of a technical interview, but it's more about knowing your interests, knowing your community, knowing your region, and knowing who you are and why you want to contribute. And after that, all you need to do is host an event, and that's it. You'll be into our Crowdsource Influencer Yearbook, and you'll be joining us every month if you're from the Indian subcontinent in the Indian subcontinent huddle, or if you are outside, or if you hail from a country apart from India, definitely you'll be joining them as well in the different regional huddles or yearly meetups. So that's an amazing thing, because you get to meet a wide variety of people, and people coming from different communities. The second thing that I would really like to highlight is a lot of influencers went inactive after hosting their first event. That's something active influencers or most of the Crowdsource influencers would refrain you from doing. We would surely want you to contribute to the community as an influencer and not contribute, host one event and then just sit back and forget, just mention that you're a crowdsource influencer, because that is not helping your community. And I hope, because I am present here today at a community platform and I'm letting you all know about this event with the hope that we could gather individuals from different regions of the world, let them establish and let the world know about their region, their locality, their culture. And that's what's important, and that's what crowdsource is made for. So understanding why crowdsource is important and contributing for a purpose is the most important thing. And do not worry, we have a lot of influencers who are helping out fellow individuals to actually become influencers from different regions of the world. So if you ever need to get started with your first event, feel free to reach any of us out. Feel free to reach me out. Feel free to reach any of the influencers out whom you know. You could find the influencers really quick on LinkedIn, because they mention about their experiences and journeys. So finding them or spotting them on Twitter and LinkedIn is far more easier than finding them on Instagram. But we have a lot of regional or place to place, they have different chapters, so you could reach out to your local chapter as well and be a contributor there. So all I need to say is, it's not about getting a tag attached or getting some goodies. It's about community work, and community work does not come with something like a give and a take. It's like you have to openly give what your community needs, because that is what it means. So I'm strongly focusing and emphasizing on this, because when we are reaching out to mass crowds, we expect that they do something with utmost honesty and not just for the sake of contributions. There were cases where fake contributions were out there, and that's the reason detection programs or detection features have been mentioned. And once you actually start contributing and then you head out to your achievement section or contribution section, you'll also find an upwards column out there that mentions how correct or appropriate was your contribution. It's like, it's not just you who's going to deal with that question, right? It's like thousands of people out there, thousands of contributors out there are going to deal with it. So it's pretty easy to catch if you are actually contributing or are you actually misleading the system. So please refrain from doing any malpractices. It's all about a community work. Please keep it as a community work, and it's an amazing community that you could be a part of, you could interact with and get to learn a lot. And there is a myth about Google Crowdsource that is, people only hailing from the technical field could do it, or there is a particular age group. To be very honest, you only need to be 18 years of age to be a part of this community, and there is no upper limit. There, no matter if you're working, no matter if you're a student, no matter who you are, irrespective of your racial or gender status, irrespective of which region you hail from, irrespective of your age, definitely 18 plus, because younger than that, people do not have that level of maturity, or for technically or for certain legal reasons they are not allowed to contribute. So feel free to come up. And it's not like every day you need to contribute to maintain a status. It's like whenever you feel free, sit out, have a chit chat, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee with your friends out there and start contributing. Or just come up for any of our events, have fun with us, contribute, and let's grow together. I believe that actually covers up my part of explaining all about the community and stuff. And I believe we could start with the Q&A session now, if Ayan and Sanika are okay with it. And y'all could just pop up your questions out there in the comment section and they'll let me know and I could answer you out. And yes, in the meantime, like when y'all mention about your questions, do feel free to mention about where you hail from, so that, we could greet each of you out there hailing from different parts of the world. So over to you, Ayan and Sanika. Just let me know if there are questions out there or if you feel you need to share something.
Yeah, so a great, amazing session by Ankita. And yeah, a lot of information we got about Crowdsource. Yeah, I am also very excited for this event and just waiting. And not a lot of people are there on the chats. But some are showing a great enthusiasm there. Yeah, that is great to see. and some are asking about swags, and yeah, we will soon come with that also. If you are interested, then just stay connected with us. And that what between webinar Ankita has said that TTYL challenge, about TTYL challenge, yeah, we will also will be organizing. If you all are interested, only then only. So just leave on the chats that you all are interested or not. Yeah, we will start.
Sure.
We will
Well,
start.
if y'all want to know, or you want because we had a word earlier, so the Coders Evoke community wanted me to first come up and let y'all know about the Crowdsource app and the features and what Crowdsource is all about, so that y'all could actually get started with contributions and you get an idea. Because we host events that are hardly 30 to 1 minute long, and then we have breakout fun sessions or game hours. So for these small tenures, it's really difficult to actually explain you how to contribute. If your community starts with crowdsource contributions earlier, they get an idea what they have to do, what they don't have to do, and the rest the crowdsource team will definitely, or the influencers who are hosting would definitely take care of. Coming to goodies. Events are not just about goodies, and then to make those goodies really special, we do not share information. It's only up to those limited outstanding performers out there. Definitely all contributors do get one or the other form of input from our side. We make sure that each of your contributions are valued, and we help you accordingly. But again, it's all a surprise till the event, because maintaining the hype up till the last moment is really important. So do not worry. Feel free to be a part of this community, feel free to contribute, and don't be a part of this community because you feel this is the easiest way to get swags. It's really difficult because we have, as I said, in the hashtag TI viral challenge, we had more than 1.5k contributions from various contributors across the globe, and only one of them was finally, others got shout outs, and we are yet to give them more deliverables, but only one of them was eligible. So we are really helping out only the top contributors out there. So it's not like you'll never get swags or anything of that sort, but do not take crowdsource as the only mean of getting swags. That's not what, at least as an influencer, I would encourage. Come up to this community for a purpose, and even if you are ever intending to become an influencer, have a reason and purpose for it, not just for the sake of having a tag or goodies. So I think that would cover up these two questions. And any community could reach us out. We would help the communities with sessions and events, because we want the message of crowdsource to go on and beyond. And the best platform right now is student communities. So y'all could reach us out. Y'all could reach any of the influencers out. They'll be happy to have events for you. They'll be happy to conduct sessions for you. And I think that would be pretty much it. If you still believe like y'all have a lot of personal queries that you do not want to ask out here on the chat box, then you have my links out there. You could reach out to any of my social links, and I'll be happy to help you out.
Yeah, Ankita, there is some questions regarding crowdsource. Yeah, Rishita has asked, after which level do we become a crowdsource influencer?
You are eligible to apply as an influencer probably after level 9 or 10. For a safe side, keep it level 10. That is how things worked out for me and a lot of my fellow influencers. But things change from time to time and from person to person. So this is something that y'all could do. Y'all could contribute till level 10, and after you reach that mark, if you have the passion and if you want your community to shine out, you have a purpose, feel free to reach me out or any of the influencers out, and we could take you ahead with the procedures. You could refer to probably you could reach out even this community if you're a part of Coders Evoke, and then the leads would let me know and I could help you out with the process. Or you could reach out any of the influencers after you reach level 10. All you need to do is you actually need to shoot out an email to the team, and after that, based on the number of people who are coming in and based on your motto, your candidature, you'd be judged and you'll again be called for a meeting a sort of a roundtable conference with a lot of more people who want to be influencers across the globe. And then after rounds of discussions, a few shortlisted people are allowed to host their first event as a crowdsource influencer. And once you are done with that, you could actually officially become a crowdsource influencer. If any of you as individuals are interested to do that, I'd be happy to help you out throughout your journey. Just reach level 10 and then feel free to DM me on any of the socials, and I'll definitely help you out with the entire procedure.
Yeah, cool. One more question is there by Saurabh. Crowdsource, he is asking for website link. Sorry, app link, I think.
Sure, Saurav. You could actually head out to Play Store and just type out Google Crowdsource. I'll share my screen. You'll probably find the link here.
Yeah, and the question is, are coding tasks given in crowdsource?
No, definitely not. You're not given any sort of coding task out here. It's like you do community work where you meet up people, explain about your community, host crowdsource events across so that people get to know about crowdsource, contribute to friends, getting to know newer people. This is the similar logo, I believe, if Saurav asked that question. A logo like this would actually pop up if you write down Google Crowdsource on your Play Store, Saurav. And to let me know, I'll fix or sort things out for you.
Yeah, just get connected with Ankita in LinkedIn. The link is in the description. And make sure you are joining our Coders Evoke also. Yeah, great. So anything else? Anyone want to ask any question?